GICI stands for the Gastro-Intestinal Cancer Institute, which is obviously a lot to say, so much easier to say GICI. The reason I got involved in establishing GICI is because of the prevalence of gastrointestinal cancers. So those are cancers of the digestive system, so esophagus, stomach, colon, etc. They're very, very prevalent. There's about 5,000 people get diagnosed every year, and unfortunately, of those 5,000 people, about half of them eventually die from the disease. So what we want to do is improve outcomes for those people and make sure that we get better outcomes. I've had some personal experience with GI cancer. I was diagnosed with bowel cancer about 9 years ago, and it was very shortly, in fact a matter of weeks after my own father died from bowel cancer, so it was a pretty torrid time for me. Fortunately I got through it. I had the right medical help and drugs and advice, but it's not just limited to me. There's people every day find out they have a problem with cancer.
It's a pretty personal issue for me and my family. My dad was fit, he was healthy, he was active. No one knows why he contracted stomach cancer, no one knows the cause. We want to find out what can be done to make sure that another guy like Dad doesn't have to die far too early.
I was diagnosed with bowel cancer some 3 years ago, almost to the month. My symptoms started off with some bleeding and some general discomfort, which made me go to the GP and find out what was going on. Early diagnosis is critical. I mean, we all know that. And obviously the earlier we can get hold of these things, the more of a show that we've got.
I'd also like to acknowledge Paul Hargreaves tonight. Paul was a founding director of GICI. Paul got involved because he'd been a sufferer with pancreatic cancer, which is a very serious form of cancer. He was fortunate enough to be a patient of Mike Finley's and got on an Italian trial, I believe, and got a special regime of drugs and survived his pancreatic cancer. He's still alive 9 years afterwards. Unfortunately, he's not with us tonight. We're very sorry that he's not, but he succumbed to a stroke about 3 months ago, so something completely unrelated to cancer, but we do want to acknowledge his contribution tonight.
I believe that either extending one's time living with cancer or indeed surviving cancer is more than drugs. It is a totally holistic experience. First is the unconditional love of one's wife or partner, family and friends. That's of paramount importance. Second is physical well-being, exercising, walking, resting, sleeping, diet. However, long or short the time given, having a sense of meaning in your life is very important and is to be greatly valued. Everyone will approach being diagnosed with cancer in a different way, and each person's treatment will be special and unique for them. Each story will be different.
It's a really good cause. It's helping improve the lives of people who get cancer and hopefully leading more and more towards better outcomes and eventually saving people's lives. Really appreciate your support.